Let's talk more about my mom's angle. So if you didn't know, I stated in hundreds of videos that, CS the first level to get to the last level if you're smart, and that C4 is autism and common sense. In the hood, I had 2 versus 8 in order to destroy heart evaluation, but in the hood, my autism was born anyway. What that does is that exposes Asperger's to more street examples and strategies. You know everything I told you about morph guys, literally everything a white cop can do with anything, like the 2 guys can come over, literally how they're willing to be homosexual or to ignore somebody or to put somebody in cardiac arrest. I'm in danger. I'm in danger because you forward autism. I'm acting smart, and that's why I fell for it. I feel, horribly defeated, not just by chin from Bakugan, but by having no character. I feel, humiliated. I figured out that it was an amendment, to get your shit together in a backward fashion. A car feels like the equivalent to having no character, but still couldn't blow through my problems, literally. And when I'm thinking about literally my complaining in high school, I'm thinking about literally how I went against Big versus Small, how I went against, drawing with Jenny. I'm watching anime all day and how I'm doing this all day, literally, and I didn't rise up to the challenge and Mr. Puncher told me to draw. Exact same thing with the arrow. Literally, the arrow got away for a little statement. My grandma fucking told me one day, not in real life, but in actuality. Literally, you talking about anime, all this stuff. We told you how to get people on being multi-dimensional. As soon as anime became the main thing, you backed out. But when I told you that mid-route being high problem and mid-game drugs, you didn't listen. No one can stay good forever, so fuck Mr. Puncher, but saying this out of pattern recognition. I'll tell you the reality situation. Of course I scored high. Of course it's just Naruto. Look how many times I went back in time. Easy to afford to treat each other less advice, but it's not easy to see Eris's way, view by view, eye to eye. Because you have to exit the racism, exit the tons of, excuses from a gang, enter common sense, which is what C4 did. Feel like Eren uses the sandstorm all day, it's impossible. She's unbeatable like Frieza. Reality, I'm showing you a difference. I'm showing you how best I am, by playing video games, really getting away with things that nobody can get away with. I can fucking walk in the street legally. I'm not held, to my crime all the way. What if I told you I am, but something's pending? This is a statute of limitations, the gas shit that you want with Sunny. It's true, it's very true. Why her angle is so fucking dangerous is because it calls out literally you being an arrogant black man not going to college, literally you not being able to maintain a relationship. And people call out the street talk, they treat old guys really get fucked in the ass, literally become a tailor-made, have a suit and tie, literally. Say example, when I fought for deeper or for girlfriends that have 2 and 2 together, if I literally got through a Boy Scouts literally saying, yo, this is an intellectual anime called Nons, literally with this character called Skittles, literally there's your boyfriends and girlfriends, one by one. What lands on Lily, I say all this complex shit about Braga Kino, Martin Luther King, and the lesbian come at you. All she has to say is, yo, before you get a girlfriend, have a boyfriend first. It's stupid. What does that mean? Lily, while I explain I'm high tier and everything, while I copy out high tier formula, while I play a video game correctly. He says something simple. That means, Lily, you are ignored simple, Lily, because you have mental condition, Lily. But I told you, drink water, do things that urge your subconscious. Don't talk to the kid, hit the kid one time, so you recognize that it hurts and doesn't play around with anybody's mentality. No one listens. Everyone just wants to hold on to Mystic and Samurai Jack, and that's why I didn't work for Platinum. They'd be the first one to admit defeat, Lily. What you're trying to say is that, Lily, I did get defeat. You just don't want me to have my media without high school, so it's a media problem. Saying fuck that responsibility. Gee, Blade, you couldn't give me 1 seat from Nokia, but no, you decided to make it the fight. You said, ha ha ha, I'm not a pedophile like you. At least I don't mean to be. Everything I did, literally, I did out raging out, literally, that wasn't some constant one I did. You fucking bloodsley, the amendment in and out, know how fucking hard the opposite is, this and that, knows how, hide behind retardation times in order to not be filed for a sexual crime, literally, and I fucking, literally, I admit, literally, and I recognize what was mature about me, literally, in high school, literally was fucking, I admit that I was being shit, like, I was like, I want a girlfriend, I want somebody who likes me for who I am. So when you end up doing the same thing, that means you're not all up on what I'm saying. I'm like, no, he has a mental condition. Literally, you have to install something into his subconscious. Tell him everything in one line, he's gonna crumble. Now, recently, I just looked back literally at my victories regarding my mom, like super bad, Michael. A lot of things from the film, really, a lot of things I got aware of high tier, literally, some of the people that used to gaslight me, with the cars are gone, like Gian is gone, Stephanie is gone, a lot of people are gone, and I can't stand it. You can't, abuse me putting 2 and 2 together with that saying something because it's whack. Why when I left, I made sure I put my music on the radio. As soon as Uncle Tommy, validated the studio, I put my music on the radio. I made him the character. I'm like, oh, this is about to happen with the manga. And the attitude I had, that's what the girls on the street. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking pound it. I'm gonna do this and that. And this is all it takes to make my anime. I don't want anything else other than my anime. I'm willing to sell a woman for my anime. I'm not talking about that bullshit Marvel or something. I'm talking about actual Japanese anime. Me, the main character, Goodbye with Yoto, in Nods, created by Eris Moody. What they did, they became smart athletes. Like, oh, you want to get away with watching big HD content like Juboxy? I'm driving through hell, Lily. Make sure you have a high school prom first. And now I learned all these facts. So those people who do that, the people who come over, don't have rights to their own body. Lily got killed, have to share bodies with somebody else. But it didn't say asylum. It's crazy. So they do it as less talking, Lily to feel it. This is that. I can still play videos. Lily doesn't get in my way. And I figured out it's common sense. You'll have a car by 30. Nothing worked, and I don't care if it's tied anything, but I heard that her thing was worse, and it has nothing to do, because the reality show revolved around Uncle Jay, because Uncle Jay told me, Lily, to get my shit right, so like, you know, I can take a girl out on a date. He told me when I relied on 1/5, Lily, fucking, don't fall back to that, fall back to something actually real. For people TV, I said that's too much pressure for a kid. Andre said you couldn't be a kid forever, then guess what happened to him? It's tough, it's very tough, but you can't push the angle of my family, because Chris Repotter comes this every time. Noel, actually, you know, where power comes sense every time. Lily, where it came to grandma, Lily, see, felt my tree, but where it came to emergency, see, agree with my mother, you know, common sense instinct. We're not gonna fucking go out and find you a fucking devil. That's like a needle in a haystack. I only have Asperger's. I have no car. At 31, Lily, I feel fucking pathetic.